California Association of Realtors released out their May report, and no surprise, once again, when you're tracking sales, closed sales year over year, California is down once again. And I believe this makes it like the 13th, maybe 14th month in a row where sales have continued to decrease when you're tracking year over year. Yet inventory continues to rise, but also you have the median home price continuing to go up.
Well, I like those numbers simply because, again, we're into the 13th month. As I've said in previous episodes, real estate in California is cyclical. It's not seasonal. And so you'll typically go through these 5-year to 7-year up cycles, and then you'll hit a plateau. In past episodes, I was talking about how we hit that plateau sometime in May of 2018, and that this next recessionary period where you have these slowing of house sales usually will typically take an 18 to 24 month period. Again, our office, we've still been very busy with sales. Property does sit on the market a little bit longer, but things still are moving. Part of it is because the values are continuing to grow up. And again, it's just, in my opinion, it's just the cycle of the real estate market doing its thing, where it's just a small correction, an 18 to 24 month period. We're 13 months in, as you brought out, and it could last 18 to 24 months, but somewhere along that line, you're going to start to see that change again, probably as a result of any number of different factors, from more jobs or interest rates being cut, all these different pressures. You never really know exactly what caused it until you've actually had the time to study the data in hindsight. It just seems very cyclically, it happens in these 5-year, 7-year cycles where you go up, you hit a plateau, and then you begin to come back down. And then every so often, like every 20 years, you have these big recessionary periods like the one we came through in 2008 to 2012, the Great Recession. Not too dissimilar from the one that took place between 1990 and 1996, which was another big Great Recession due to the SNL scandal, and then also the loss of jobs due to the Cold War ending.
Wait, do you say SNL like Saturday Night Live?
No, like savings and loan scandal.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the fact that you have sales continuing to drop and yet you have the actual median price continuing to rise, it's baffling a lot of people right now, and people are very confused. Well, if sales continue to drop, inventory continues to increase, and let's say you have the same amount of demand or even less demand, why in the world are prices continuing to go up? And I think right now we're in a very unique transitionary period.
In prior episodes, they called it, or we've called it, the random market, where you don't really know exactly why it's doing what it's doing.
Correct, because you're going to have a period where if you grade homes like A, B, and C, with A being top-notch homes in top condition that are perfect, ready to move in, complete remodels, B being average homes, C being below average homes that require work. Well, I think you're seeing B and C properties sit on the property a lot longer, and you're having to do price reductions on those type of properties. A quality properties are selling. They're the ones getting the multiple offers. And I think right now a lot of buyers are really focusing on those A properties because there's more inventory. They're becoming pickier. But when people become picky, they're going to want to aim for those top properties. So I think it's one of those, random market in a transitionary period where people are really just trying to focus on buying those top level homes. Obviously, the other ones do, the level B and C homes do sell, but you see price reductions. I mean, I had one that I would probably classify as a level B where we had to reduce it by $20,000 and then it sold, right? But that was a perfect example. And then you have other properties that are completely remodeled that are getting multiple offers and still selling for asking or maybe even a little bit above asking. So it's a funny transition period. And I think that's what's going on. However, this would be a sign of the future real estate market where eventually the prices will even out or balance out with the B and C properties to where those people focusing on A will want to start buying B and C properties. And then that's where the A group starts to get affected. And then you'll see that correction turn around and you'll see prices readjust. So I think going into this next recession that many people are predicting, especially now with the trade wars going on, many people are saying now we went from 30% chance to about 60, 70% chance of recession. we're probably going to see a housing correction in the next 2-3 years. Probably my guess would be a 15-20% correction, not anything dramatic like 50, 60, 70% in the last round.